Michael Bisping thinks Jake Paul should be ashamed of himself for fighting Mike Tyson. Here he says you should be ashamed of yourself, and the biggest joke is you don't even slightly realize why. I agree with Michael Bisping. Some things aren't worth making money for, right? We all just saw John Cena walk out naked in the Oscars and also putting on a dress in this movie. He looks crazy, okay? He's selling his soul clearly. It's clearly one of those things. And to me, Jake is doing the same thing. Jake is literally picking on old men to make his name. He is literally being that guy, that young kid who's gonna look at an old person and see vulnerability, right? He's no different than some thug in the street that wants to mug your grandfather. You get what I'm saying, guys? Like, that's how I view this. How would you feel? How would you feel? Right? Mike Tyson's a father. Mike Tyson's someone's son. How would you feel if your father, 60 years old, walking around, and some guy who couldn't tie his sneakers back in his prime is going to come up to him and start picking a fight? Hey, old man, I bet I could take you. And then, obviously, the old man with pride is going to say something, right? In this case, it's Mike Tyson. In this case, it's one of the greatest of all time. But now he's 60 years old, guys. That's not right. You don't go around picking fights with senior citizens. And that's what Jake Paul is doing. And I don't even think Jake Paul loses this fight. Like, I think the reason Jake does this is because he can get away with it because of how many people hate him. The people hate him, and the people say, Mike's going to kill him. Bro, Mike's 60 years old, guys. He's 60 years old. Yeah, he looks cool on the pads, guys. He looks cool on the pads, but he's not getting punched in the face back. He's not getting winded. He's like, listen, Mike Tyson, when he was in his prime, obviously destroys Jake Paul. But look at his fighting style back then. His fighting style was seek and destroy, explosive movement, and forward pressure. And he would essentially shoot his load. First round, second round, super strong. Third round, starts to cool off a bit, but also strong. Fourth round, strong. Fifth round, okay, he's huffing a bit. Sixth round, okay, he's huffing a little more. You know what I'm saying? And that was back then. That was back then in his prime. Mike Tyson, now, I would be surprised if he has one round of full blitz in him. I really would be. I wasn't impressed by what I saw when he fought Roy Jones Jr. I understand that was maybe an exhibition, maybe a fake fight, maybe a whatever. I don't know what that was, but I didn't see a guy that could, like just destroy someone with one punch still. You know what I mean? He didn't show that in that fight. Can he do that against Jake Paul? I think he can. I think he still has the type of one-punch knockout power to do that. But at the same time, I don't think that one-punch knockout power lasts 40 seconds into the fight, 2 minutes into the fight, 3 rounds into the fight. Now all of a sudden, Jake, it starts to get really ugly really fast. Once Mike Tyson is covering up and Jake's teeing off on him, you're all going to sit there and say, this is disgusting. I'm watching a 27-year-old kid, a 26-year-old kid, not kid, but young man that's not even in his physical prime yet. He's getting to it. You know what I mean? He's getting to it. Tee off on an old guy because he can. It's bully behavior. And it says a lot about someone's heart and character. It's really despicable. And, it's shameless. But look at Jake Paul. That's who he and his family is. They're shameless individuals. With that said, I will also add the fact that Jake Paul... I lost my train of thought, but I found it. Jake Paul, if he wants to fight these guys like Canelo, like he calls out Canelo. If that's the case, why not fight people on the way to him? Why not prove yourself against David Benavidez? You know what I'm saying? Fight David Benavidez. Fight anyone like Jake Paul versus a real boxer. Don't the guy he just fought. That's crazy. He's literally fighting people that aren't real. They're not a real guy. You get what I'm saying? And he thinks it justifies him doing this, beating on old people. I don't know. This is just really disgusting to me. And it doesn't sit well with me. So, well on Michael Bisping, speaking his mind, good for him. We need more voices doing the same thing. Just letting it be known that this is not cool. This is not cool behavior, man. Like, again, what if that was your father? What if that was your grandfather? And some punk kid is coming up talking about, I bet I could take you, and start to fight with your grandfather. What the hell? What kind of behavior is this, guys? I don't know. That's all I got. I don't want to go on a little too long, but let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you agree, disagree, it really doesn't matter. Just join the discussion. Follow for more as well, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.